Yo ho ho, and the Battle of Rome, guys, hello! Today we're gonna review the beautiful game that's called Blazing Sails. Blazing Sails is a shiny new swashbuckling battle royale game developed by Get Up Games and published by Iceberg Interactive. Players are sailing and plundering their way across the map, gathering resources and equipment as they go. Also, on the surface they may look like a typical battle royale game. Blazing Sails actually has a new, interesting little quirks that make it unique. The round starts with you and up to 3 friends or matches strangers aboard your ship, with naught but broken bottles for weapons. No cannonballs, no guns, there will be a team vote on where to spawn, which is always to the next a cluster of island. The next few minutes will be a mad dash around, gathering as much equipment and ammo as you can. Kind pirates can even share their loot with the crew, as the ship has its own inventory you can use to store equipment for your team. This part of the game can be quite slow and frankly downright boring at times. It feels like the time for the first closing circle is far too long at the moment. Don't spend too much time hanging around throughout. Don't forget this is a battle royale, and the case with nearly all games in the genre. There is she ever presents circle closing from the edge of the map, leveling players that weren't fast enough. Luckily, there is a handy teleport ready to take you from island back to your ship. So he sails and raise the anchor, it's time to get moving. Now that we set sails, Blazing Sails feel like it really begins. You and your crew have to work together to keep everything ship shape. This means adjusting the sails to carry the wind, having a look out for enemy vessels, and of course, steering the ship. Sailing with your crew is quite satisfying. Everyone can mark a location on the map, which makes it easy to communicate with whoever is steering. However, coordinating will be a whole lot easier if this was a built-in voice chat, which for some unknown reason isn't included in Blazing Sails. Typing someone in boarding the ship while trying to fight off the enemy with a paddle isn't easy. There is a radial menu for quick response, but this is borderline useless outside of very specific circumstances. At the circle closest combat is inevitable. There is a variety of cannonballs, such as heavy cannonball doing more damage but traveling slower, or even exploding barrels that deals damage over a greater area. And if you miss, they float in the water, waiting for an unexpected ship to sail over them. Of course, the more powerful cannonballs are slightly more rare, but you get too much time at the start of the game, you're almost guaranteed to have some. There are other net upgrades to tough in the form of ship upgrades. Ship upgrades are the most powerful pickups you can find. A favorite of mine is the swivel cannon. While they do less damage, being able to fire at more extreme angles sure comes in handy. The combat following from this point is similar to the Sea of Thieves. It's almost impossible to review Blazing Sails without comparing the two in fact. While it does offer some improvements, such as special cannonballs and ship upgrades, combat just doesn't seem as polished as Sea of Thieves. That doesn't mean it is fun. However, it's still exciting and chaotic, with players constantly running between top and lower deck, patching holes and manning the pump, all the while fanning of enemies trying to board your ship and pull you up plug literally. The overall art style of Blazing Sails could quite easily be considered unoriginal. The clean, bright cartoon-styled visual are becoming extremely popular in recent years, with it's like Sea of Thieves and Fortnite employing similar techniques. It's an art style that works quite well, also it has to again be compared to Sea of Thieves, because sadly it's not done as well here. Water is noticeably worse for starters, however it can be a surprisingly pretty game at times, in particular the light thanks to its use of Unreal Engine. Sounds are generally nice too. However, as I previously mentioned, the lack of an in-game voice chat makes it virtually impossible to communicate with teammates. Cannon sounds powerful and waves crashing against your ship sounds like they're hitting with force, but the real gem is the soundtrack. You can really tell time was spent on the soundtrack because I had it stuck in my head after only an hour of play. It perfectly fits the situation you'll find yourself in with catching pirate attempts. To summarize, it's hard to recommend Blazing Sails. At its current price point, it is a bad game. By any means, it is early access which hits player for expansion later. However, right now there simply isn't enough content. It'll be interesting to see how it develops in future. But a game of this genre depends on having a large community, and that's something Blazing Sails is struggling to occur. So guys, thank you for watching this video and hope we will see you later. Again, thank you for watching guys, see you later. Goodbye my friend.